JB, we talked to Trajan obviously pregame, and he talked about Dennis, just how he's impressed. You've been around a lot of two-way guys. What's separated Dennis just in the way he's been able to lead and step up for this team repeatedly?
I mean, just the maturity. I think his story has put him in position to excel earlier in his career than a lot of two-way guys are, right? Typically, it's been in the past, a lot of two-way guys are really, really young guys that have gone, later in the second round. And have a hard time figuring it out. And I think the thing with DJ is he's been well coached, he's mature, he's a leader by nature, and he plays with a louder confidence where he feels like he fits. And I think that's the hardest part sometimes when you're a two-way is believing whether or not you're an NBA player. And Danis has worked his tail off. And that's what I admire most about him. From his first year to this year, he's improved immensely, and that's because of his tireless work ethic and his commitment to it, on both sides of the ball.
Coach, can you just speak to the overall defensive performance that this team had, especially limiting Jalen Brunson, a 4-20 shooter?
Yeah, I mean, AT deserves a lot of credit. I thought he did an amazing job from the get of picking him up, dogging him, harassing him, wearing him down. And then doing all that without sending him to the free throw line, making him take tough shots over the top of us. Then Ron came in and did the same thing. And I think that's what, makes that 1-2 kind of punch so dangerous is if guys want to play extended minutes, we can throw fresh bodies at them that can continue to do the same thing. But, obviously he's the head of the snake for them. And to do a job like that on him, set the tone, and then everybody else contributed as well. That's what opened the game up for us was our defense. To offense, that second group we put out there with Wu involved in it. Also, in Danis, it changed the tempo of the game. So again, great job by our guys defensively. Hell of a bounce back for us. From last night to tonight, and that's who we've been consistently throughout the year. So again, Pistons basketball for 48 minutes.
You mentioned before the game kind of just how more talent, less chemistry could lead to underachieving. More chemistry, less talent could lead to overachieving. How much do wins like these kind of give credence to that thought process?
I mean, again, it's who we are. And, we believe that we have the combination of both. Like I said before, but you can't, you just can't overcome, the lack of chemistry. It's just extremely difficult to overcome. And it is important, and people try to manufacture it, but it's just not, what it is. And that's why, we're so fortunate that our guys do, get along and care about each other. And, we've won games simply off chemistry this year. They may have been tough. They may have been up and down, but because the guys in the locker room are so connected, we have the ability to win games certain nights that we probably shouldn't. And, again, that's why it's so important to us, that we are connected and that our chemistry is what it is. And the decisions that Trajan has made, over the summer through trade deadlines, have impacted that. He's continued to show that how much we value that and we understand and recognize how special it is for us.
When Caris came in, I think he went for 10 minutes solid. I think it's probably one of the biggest runs he's had this season. Just you talk about him getting to that point. It's been in and out of the lineup as he's had to deal with his various ailments. To what kind of has he seen to get him to the point where he can put out an effort like that?
Well, I mean, it's he and I had a conversation about how we could best help him, and those longer burns help him catch a rhythm. And I think with the inner ear illness that he had just recently allowed his body to kind of calm down also. So he was able to work. And I think that's important for him is to be able to work, to be able to play, to be able to do it consistently, helps his game. And then, those longer stretches for him help him find a rhythm in game. So, we're going to do all that we can because we know how important he's going to be for us down the stretch to make sure that he stays in that rhythm.
JB, you guys have a growing history with the opponent, the Knicks, from the playoffs, and you've beaten them by 40-plus points twice this year. Do your guys see red when they see the Knicks now? Is there a certain thing that boils up in them when you see them?
I mean, that playoff was, heavily contested, and I think it bred some of that, right? I don't want to call it a rivalry yet, but it is intensified for us for sure. Again, both teams, I'm sure, would like to get a look at one another fully healthy and see what that looks like. But again, I give our guys a ton of credit just for the response, more so than anything, and the way that they came out today with the right mindset and understanding what was going to be in front of them. And with Towns, without Towns, with Anunoby, without Anunoby, like that's a really good basketball team over there. Well-coached basketball team over there, extremely dangerous. So for our guys to respond the way they did, that's what's most impressive to me.
JB, in this game, Kevin Huerter made his first appearance kind of towards later in the fourth quarter. When implementing someone new into kind of the system and to the roster kind of on the fly like that, how much is nights like this kind of a benefit to allow him to just learn from the sidelines, and how much of that is, just kind of allowing him to really earn his way into the rotation?
Well, I think it's both ways. Was really good for him tonight to get the opportunity to watch and then get on the floor. People have to remember he hasn't had a practice with us yet. So to just kind of throw him out there without a practice is difficult for him, right? And I don't want to put him in a situation where, he's uncomfortable and he can't succeed because of some decisions that we made as coaches. So this weekend will be great for us to get him an opportunity to get some practice time, get on the floor with guys. We've done stuff with coaches and walk through stuff, but that's not the same reps. So we need to get some time so that he can be successful when his number is called and have a great understanding of what we're doing systematically on both ends of the floor.
JB, given the kind of the philosophy that Trajan had going into this trade deadline and not making a huge move and then saying, you know what, we love this group, we have confidence in them, we're going to ride them, it felt almost like their performance tonight was a little bit of a we're good. Do you think this team understands what the belief is from you guys in them and what they can achieve?
Yeah, I think they do, and I think that's, part of building this has been building trust. Right. And I think, again, one of the things that Trajan always says is he gives people an opportunity to be the best versions of themselves. And if they don't trust in him, that's difficult to do because they're always feeling like they're looking over their shoulder. But the relationships that he builds with guys, the way he communicates with guys, it lets them know we're here for them. And this is an opportunity that they've earned. Same thing with Tom. These guys have earned an opportunity to be in this position. If they hadn't, then, of course, you got to do something to find a way to improve. But, giving guys an opportunity to earn or to deserve what they've earned and be rewarded for it, it's not always common, but it's, how this organization runs. And I think because of that, the guys believe in it, want to be here, and they play their asses off, because of it.
When you see Tobias respond the way he does, and obviously when he isn't, he's had a string of some pretty good games here. What is it between the ears? Obviously, we know he's a vet and what's on his resume, but what is it about him that allows him to lock in on nights like this?
Just the experience and the professionalism. You know what I mean? The way that he takes care of himself and the way that he prepares for the game. A lot of people say that, you rise to the occasion. What we've been taught and we've been learning from, other people is that you fall back on your training, right? So, if your training has been good, your preparation has been good, then the games are going to be easier for you. And that's what Tobias does is, he works so hard and so consistent that when the games come, it's easy for him. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.